We are back with another one. So I got my phone me today only cause I gotta, get the topics, make sure I'm saying the right things, make sure I ain't going off and just yapping. The truth about being a young parent. The truth about being a young parent, what I wish I knew. So we're gonna hop into the experiences off the rip. So being a young parent, if you see my other video before, you know I had my first kid when I was 19. I had my oldest son now, Tristan Zaire Simon, when I was 19, okay? That changed a lot. It's funny though, because yesterday I was literally watching like his labor and delivery video and then some videos after when, the baby comes home. And I'm just like, yo, Tristan really like having a kid shifted my whole life dynamic. I don't know how else to say it. Like Tristan changed my whole universe, bro. Like when he came, it came with good energy. It came with a lot of changes. It came with a lot of fear because boom, I'm 19. I'm technically still a kid. I'm technically fresh out of leaving college like that year. I really had my son while I was in college. Now, if we're talking about it, you know what I mean? And the experiences, it was a blessing. I'll say that for sure. It was definitely a blessing. Tristan brought like a newfound energy to my family, to my fiance's family. Like, it's like people had something to look forward to. You know what I mean? And in my case, I'm my mom's oldest son. So it's like, and I'm not going to say here, like, my mom was obsessed with me. So when she it's like she basically had another Shamar again, you know what I mean? And like my family, not to say obsessed, but my family, I was loved. I was a loved kid. Like my grandmother, my mom, aunts, cousins, like, yo, Shamar, we love that kid. They loved all of us, of course, but it's something about a woman and their first sons or whatever. So it's that same feel for my fiance. Like this is my little, not Shamar, but I got my own little guy right now, you know what I mean? But with Tristan, I could say it was very tough because Tristan was just like, bro was up all night, crying all night, screaming, eating mad food. Tristan just went through so many phases. I was so young. It was my first time parenting. Me particularly, I come from a Caribbean background, so my way of parenting was kind of different from the way my fiance parent. So we had to work and merge that together to get a good mixture for our son. But yeah, raising Tristan, I had a lot of help with Tristan. That was my first kid. So let's hop into Amari. Amari is my second son. We did everything on our own with Amari. I could honestly say, chill guy. Even right now, like he's on his iPad, he's chilling. Like Amari follows a routine. I don't know if it's because we had Tristan and we had the experience that having Amari was a little bit more easier. In his own ways, he's like a little bit more demanding because Amari really only knows us, so he's more attached. He like requires us more than, let's say, Tristan, because Tristan was around a lot of people. So Tristan just thinks he's that guy. But that was really the experience. It took a lot of maturing, but we were on the same page. It's what we wanted. We decided we were gonna do it, and we stuck through it, and we saw it. So it wasn't really nothing too crazy. The surprises, financially, man, having a kid young when you don't got no money, especially at 19, and some people have kids at 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. So that money, that was the first time in my life. Like before then, I worked like miscellaneous jobs, but then I like got a real job, you know what I mean? And I bounced around from a bunch of jobs when I had Tristan, and then I landed like an actual career job, and that's what I'm still doing right now for like the last 2.5 years. So like that was a big shift, and then you have to manage as your kids get older. Like me and my fiance have to manage. We both go to work. We got to make sure the kids take baths, eat their food, have fun, do their homework. Like they like snack time. They like going to the park. So you got to make time for all that. And another big adjustment for me was my son, Tristan. He started playing football last year. So I had to fit that into my schedule. So now I got to be off work a certain time because I got to take him to practice. Practice takes 2 hours. Then on the weekend, Saturday, he got practice. Then he got to go to a game on Sunday. Like, you never know. Or he might have a game on Saturday. So it's a lot of just sacrificing your time So I could understand why when a parent gets older and their kids are older, like they use that time to go travel, have fun, go out, focus on themselves. But I could honestly say thank you to our village. If me and Tamaya really needed some time away from the kids, I can go drop my kids to her mom, my grandmother, her sister, and it could be for a day or two. We could go on a trip, we could go on vacation, leave the kids with somebody for a few days and have some time to ourselves. So I am forever grateful for that because a lot of people are not blessed in that way. So I don't ever overlook that. But I'm 26 now. And I wouldn't give up being a parent for nothing in this world. It's the cool, like, just coming home and just receiving that love. And little things like, just like how my son really loves us, bro. Like, all of them love us. But, like, Tristan, he talks. He's the oldest. So he constantly tells us, like, I love my parents. I love my brothers. I love my family. You guys are the best. Da-da-da-da-da. And honestly, I feel like one thing I love so much about being a parent right now, it's the fact that it's like I had an idea of the kid I wanted to be when I was Tristan's age, but like my dad, his mindset was a little different. So like in a weird way, like all of my sons are gonna be like a different piece of me that I never got to unlock back then. Like, I'm unlocking these people in my head now. But not to say it's too late, but I'm not making all of those changes right now. So it's like I'm instilling those little bugs into my son. So it's certain things that I struggle to do that Tristan has mastered at the age of 6. For example, Tristan is always going to be a better athlete than me. In the long run, Tristan is going to be way smarter than me. He's way cooler than me. And that's what I tell Tristan all the time, too. Like, You're the reflection of what your brothers are gonna, ultimately be. So if I keep Tristan in the path I have him on now, the rest of my kids are not to say gonna be a breeze, but like I'm in routine now. So like for example, when Tristan was 3, I brought him to the football field and we started doing drills, running laps, doing little things up until he was 5 to when he joined his football team. And you could see how that translate into things. I didn't get everything right, but I got a lot of things right. So now I'm doing the same thing with Amari, but here's the catch now. I realized that Tristan was receptive at 2, but I started him at 3. So I started Mari. Mari's gonna play basketball. I started Mari on the basketball hoop already, the little play ones with the little ball, and he's putting up shots. I'm picking him up, he's dunking it. We're learning how to dribble. And he's only 2, so by the time he turns 3 and I bring him to the court and he starts running and actually doing drills, it'll be a way faster concept. And for example, like he knows like, yo, if I say, Tristan, you gotta go in your bed, Amari's gonna follow and they know it's bedtime. Amari might get up and run around a little bit because he's still 2, he's not fully understanding. But for the most part, if he sees that Tristan is going to lay down, he's going to lay down. If Tristan's going to take a shower, he's going to wait his turn to take a shower. If Tristan's eating his food, he's going to eat his food. So it trickles down and it's all beneficial. But I can't be too biased because, like I said, I have a fiance. Yes, we had kids young, but by the grace of God, we were able to stick together through it all and build upon what we had. So that's a blessing. I know some of y'all are single mothers, some single fathers. Some of y'all might be co-parenting, so it's a little different. So don't take everything I'm saying like I'm chatting, because I'm talking as a full family household. You know what I mean? And we're gonna leave it at that. The next topic, it says struggles and growth. I could say I grew as a man. I grew as a father. I grew as a partner. I grew as a kid to my parents in a weird way, because my relationship with my son made me understand my relationship with my father and what I felt like was missing. Watching my son's relationship with my fiance made me realize like I missed out on certain like aspects. Like my fiance is very big on love. She's big on activities. She's big on like Halloween, Christmas, Easter, Valentine's Day. Like Tristan, Amari, and my son that soon come, They get baskets, they get gifts, they get like she pours a different set of love into them. So like I could see it in Tristan already. Tristan is way more of a lover than me, and he's been like that since he was like the time he started talking. You hear Tristan say, "I love you a lot, mommy. You're beautiful, daddy. I love you, daddy. You're cool, daddy. This, mommy, that." Like, and that's an area he made me grow into. True story. Never in my life have I seen my dad buy flowers for my mom. I haven't seen nobody around me really do that. One day, me and Tristan's walking home. This is our first apartment, and Tristan stops and grabs a flower. And he's like, "I'm bringing this for mom. She's gonna love it." I'm like, What made a 4-year-old do that? And after that, I started going to get my fiance flowers because I'm like, I didn't show him how to do that, and he knows how to do it. That means I'm doing something wrong, and that's growth. Like I learned that from him. Another example. Tristan, my oldest son, he really don't like cursing. He don't like people cursing around him. He says it's stupid. He says it's weird. He don't like it. So when I'm cursing and he's looking at me like, "Yo, dad, bro, chill. Like you doing too much. Like you cursing too much. I don't like it." That's growth. I have to find different words. And I don't even know if I curse it's like a New York thing. I could say like we just talk mad vulgar and stuff. So, and I grew up hearing a lot of curse words in my household. So, but I have to change and grow in that. Know what I mean? For my even like doing homework with them. Me, I grew up, I did my homework by myself. I go, my parents check in, whatever, boom. With Tristan, I had to even take a fall back because I'm like, Tamaya does a better job with him on his homework. When he come do homework with me, bro, act like he's gonna die. Excuse that word, but like I don't want to do homework with dad because I'm serious. Like, yo, bro, like do this, do that. But like Tamaya is more calm, more chill. She's gonna take her time and get him to understand it. And if he's not understanding it, she's gonna help him. And at the end of it, the homework is gonna get done, and he's gonna come out of there learning something. With me, he be on edge. He think daddy want him to be perfect. I don't want my kids to be perfect. Nobody's perfect. I'm not perfect. But like what I always tell my kids is like, cause growing up, I was a guy like I just used to cheat on everything. Not even just people, just like I'm cheating on my homework, I'm cheating on sports, I'm cheating on everything. I'm always finding a way to not have to do it the right way or the hardest way. And I just don't want my sons to grow up like that. Cause that's not, when you get older, you don't want to have that mindset as a man. You want to be a man that could go through the motions, see it to the end, love it, even if it's hard, and that's it. And Tristan has already mastered that, and he will continue to build upon that as he gets older. And last but not least, the struggles. Kid or not, everyone from 19 to 30 struggles financially. Some of us are lucky to have businesses, went to college, took it serious. We got into careers early and we make a lump sum of money. But we all know up until this point now, and like 2-3 years ago, I could say, yeah, like finances was crazy. Like, you feel me? You are getting your paycheck, but then you paying your rent, your car, you gotta get food for the crib, you gotta make sure Christmas lit, birthdays lit, everything lit. So sometimes money is tight. But it's never tight enough that we're like, you missing out on something. Hey, some days it's just, all right, we're going to substitute this for that, but we all right, you know what I mean? But it was never like, yo, I'm going to blow my hat off. Life is so hard. Every time I could call, and that's one thing too, when you're going through the struggles, you got to have people in your circle and in like your, not to say foundation, but like that family to just remind you like, bro, you ain't going through nothing that's not manageable. You ain't doing nothing that anybody else. Like my uncle and 2 of my friends are kings for that. Like I could call my boy Kyle right now and he could be like, yo, mom, man, you won't even believe what I'm going through. Or I'll call my uncle, Shamar, don't stress it, bro. We all going through life. It's a part of it, bro. Don't beat yourself up. Look at me, I'm a grown man, da-da-da, and I'm still dealing with this, da-da-da. So hearing those words of, affirmation and just reminding you to just take it easy. It's not something that's just being put on you or you're being picked on. That helped me a lot. So to all the young parents out there, young, even old ones, watch this video and take it as just a life lesson to just look for the positives and embrace the journey with your kids. If you have 1 kid, 3 kids, 20 kids. All your kids are gonna have different personalities. If you have 1 kid, your 1 kid might be nothing like you, nothing like his father, nothing like his mother. He's still your kid. Shit, you never know. He could be like his grandfather. He could be like his great great grandfather. You don't know. You know what I mean? So I'm out of here. I'll see you guys in the next video. Make sure to like, comment, and if you're new to this channel, subscribe. I'm out, man.